everyone, my name is Yewande. So just a quick one before I delve into this video. Are you someone who likes global opportunities? Have you ever heard of the One Young World organization or the One Young World Summit? Have you been wondering, do people actually get this scholarship to attend the summit? And even if I attend the summit, of what benefits will it be for me? And for those who haven't heard of the One Young World Summit, are you eager to know what it is? If yes, then this video is for you. I'll be happy to talk about this because I am a One Young World ambassador. And to be a One Young World ambassador, you must have attended at least one summit. So yes, I have attended a summit and on a scholarship. So in this video, I will be talking about the One Young World organization and the landmark event of the year, which is the One Young World Summit. I'll talk about the scholarships, eligibility criteria. I'll talk about the benefits that the summit will be for you or to you if you attend, and even post-summit. I'll also give a glimpse of my experience attending the summit and the things I still benefit as a One Young World ambassador. Okay, so what is the One Young World organization? And what's the summit that I'm so excited to talk about? The One Young World organization is a charity organization that was founded by Kate Robertson and David Jones in 2010, with its inaugural summit hosted in London. I'll be dropping a link to the website of One Young World so you can read a lot about what they do, the impact, and things they do to help make the world a better place, okay? Because for this video, I will be more focused on the landmark event of the year, which is the One Young World Summit. All right, so the One Young World Summit is an annual event that brings young people together from all around the world, from different countries, from different organizations, from different walks of life and fields that do things to make the world a sustainable and better place. Just in simple terms, they do things around the SDGs that makes the world a better place. All right. Now, every year, this summit is being hosted in different countries. In 2022, it was supposed to be hosted in Tokyo, Japan, but I think something happened and it was hosted in Manchester, England. Last year, it was hosted in Belfast. And this year, it's going to be hosted in Montreal, Canada. All right. So if you have the opportunity to get to attend to this year's summit, you will be going to Montreal, Canada. Okay, so if you attend the summit in person, because there's an option for virtual attendance. But if you attend in person, you will be attending in Montreal, Canada. Every year, the summit focuses on different plenary challenges. For this year, 2024, it's going to be focused on 5 plenary challenges. The first is Indigenous Voices. How can we put Indigenous voices at the heart of global decision making? The second is the climate and ecological crisis. How can we protect the world's water systems? Third is artificial intelligence. How can humanity make AI a force for good? Fourth, health equality. And the fifth is peace. How can we support young peace builders to deliver lasting peace? You can read more about these plenary challenges on the website as they are elaborated a lot. So you have basic understanding of what exactly they want from these challenges, how exactly they want individuals to be involved in tackling or to ensuring that these challenges are being tackled. Okay. So before we get to the scholarship, what exactly will this summit bring to your table? So I have my MacBook here, and on the website, you'd see what benefit the summit will be to you. I'm going to read it directly from my MacBook. If you see me looking down, I'm just trying to read it so that I read it directly from the website. And when I'm trying to share my own experience, we can be able to measure up if I got these things from the summit. All right. Now, the first is professional development. The One Young World is a powerful professional learning and development tool that provides an unparalleled opportunity to learn from global leaders across business, social, and humanitarian sectors. So during the summit, most times the summit is a 4 day summit. During the summit, they have speakers from across the world, different people, speakers, guest speakers who are experts in their field every year. And of course, listening to these people just helps you build yourself. So there's this development you get from listening to them. And aside from these speakers, there are usually side events that are hosted by different organizations. And you get to be a part of them, learn from them, ask questions, um, try to be involved in these organizations. And of course, that's how professional development starts. Okay. Now, another thing is building your global network. Like I said, it brings people from different parts of the world, from different fields, and you build your network by connecting with these people. All right. So, as they wrote here, beyond the summit, you will gain lifelong access to a community of over 17,000 individuals. Like I said, when you attend the summit, you automatically become a One Young World ambassador. So it means you get to network with people who have attended the summit even before you did. So people who have attended the summit from 2010 that it started, you be in that community and you get to learn from these people, right? As part of the community, you will have access to funding opportunities, educational resources, mentorship, and speaking engagements. Our in-house community team will remain in touch with you, keeping you up to date on opportunities, boost your platform, and maximize the impact you have on the world. I will talk about this when I'm talking about my benefits, what I have experienced or gained as a One Young World ambassador. Now, another thing you can gain is impact acceleration. As written here, as the most international youth conference in the world, One Young World offers a unique chance to connect and network with over 2,000 young leaders from 190 plus different countries. You have the chance to learn from your peers, share your own initiatives, and even collaborate on new projects. In addition, gain insight directly from some of the world's leading corporates, showcasing their initiatives in the community exhibition area. Now, the last but not the least reason here is promoting leadership. Alongside access to the 4 days of content delivered by world leaders and industry experts, One Young World leadership programs, including Politicians of the Year, Journalists of the Year, and Entrepreneur of the Year, recognize and promote the valuable work of impactful leaders. So every year, people get to be nominated to receive awards for politicians of the year, journalists of the year, and so on. And they recognize people from different countries. In 2022, one of the people or recipients of politicians of the year was actually from Nigeria, from Oyo State. So yes, people get this recognition. Okay, they get this recognition and get this awards. These are just four simple benefits as written here that you can get from the summit. And trust me, there is more. Like there are more. Emphasis on plural. There are more that you would get from this summit. All right. So now let's see how you can navigate through the website to see different scholarships and see the eligibility criteria for these scholarships and see if you fit in to apply for any of these scholarships. Okay, so let me show you how you can browse for One Young World on any of your internet browser. All you just need to do is to search One Young World. It's just easy. It's the first thing you'll see, trust me. And you click on the link to see their site. You can scroll through to read more about One Young World and see what they do, the events they organize each year, social impact activities they do. Okay, click on the icon to see and read about them, to read about the summit that is coming up and the previous summits, to read about the communities, events, impacts. Like I said, for these, I'll be more focused on the scholarships. So click on the scholarship icon and you'll see the various scholarships that are available currently. You can click more to view, and you can read about what the scholarships are, what various scholarships are available, um, and what the eligibility criteria are for each scholarships. So you can see now for the current scholarships, there's a Building Tomorrow Scholarship, the Young Health Program Impact Fellowship, the Audi Environmental Foundation Scholarship, Enterprise Future Scholarship, Zurich Foundation, and so on. Okay, these are the previous scholarships that have gone past, deadlines have passed. So you need to click on each of the scholarship to read more about them. Don't just think of the name and assume what they are for. For example, looking at the Audi Environmental Foundation Scholarship, just thinking about Audi, it's more of automobile technology and so on. But you'll be amazed to what the scholarship can offer to people doing the impact you are doing. It must not be in the automobile technology. So you need to actually read through to be sure of what exactly this scholarship is about. Okay, so for this, I would click on the Young Health Program Impact Scholarship, which is an AstraZeneca scholarship. It is organized by the AstraZeneca organization. Now, this scholarship is to empower young leaders who are advocating for a healthier, more sustainable future for young people, society, and the planet. So you just need to read through about it. You can read more about the background of AstraZeneca and more about this fellowship. Okay. You can also see what previous scholars are, who previous scholars are, and what they did, what they have been doing. Now, this is what fellows will receive. Fellows will receive a full delegate access to the One Young World Summit in Montreal, Canada, between 18 and 21st of September. A return flight ticket in economy only, obviously, but not obviously. Maybe some sponsors can pay for a first class or business ticket, but for these, it's economy. So, just so you're aware. And it's a return flight from your home country. So home country is not necessarily where you are born or the country whose nationality you bear. Of course, it's the country you reside in. Shared hotel accommodation in Montreal, catering, and AstraZeneca is actually giving the per diem of up to £48 per day, which is nice. Not all scholarships actually give you any money because they're sponsoring your catering and your accommodation. They also will reimburse your Canadian visitor visa of $110 Canadian dollars. They also have access to AstraZeneca's YHP Impact Fellowship. Now, this fellowship will provide a combination of live and self-taught learning and development opportunities throughout the year to help fellows scale their impact. This includes, but is not limited to, participation in an award-winning online mini MBA program, complete with a university accreditation, 12 months of material access, and other opportunities. And you also get to join the YHP alumni group. This is so nice. Now let's see the eligibility criteria. For age, you should be between 18 and 30, but there's an asterisk, meaning there is um, something you might not actually have to be between 18 and 30. There's a clause, right? Now, see the clause down. It says most delegates are between ages of 18 and 30, but the selection committee will consider application from those who are older than 30, pending demonstration of appropriate personal impact, initiative, and willingness to engage. So you see here, there's a clause, all right? You also need to be proficient in English. It's open to nationals of all countries. You must be able to fully participate in person at the summit in Montreal, Canada. Willingness to share insights, access to internet. Of course, if you're going to do the online mini MBA, you need to have access to internet. And selected individuals are expected to fully participate in the YHP Impact Fellowship and One Young World Summit. Okay, this is really nice. for this AstraZeneca's fellowship. Like I said, different fellowships have different things to give. Let's just do a quick glimpse at the Aldi Environmental Foundation scholarship. Okay. Now you need to read more. You would read about the scholarship. Now this is what scholars receive in this Aldi scholarship: access to the summit, of course, hotel accommodation. For this is between 16th and 21st. You see, for that of AstraZeneca between 17th and 21st. And why Aldi actually gives hotel accommodation between 16th and 21st is because they would organize a pre-event by Aldi and the Aldi Environmental Foundation on the 17th of September, and you all need to participate in this. They would cover your cost of travel to and from Montreal, catering, and transport. Now, the criteria here: you have to be aged 18 to 30, nationals of all countries, evidence commitment in delivering positive change, demonstrate capacity of leadership, and so on. So you just need to read through each of these scholarships. And of course, the deadline for this is 17th, and that of the student, I think, is 21st, 22nd of March. So you just need to read through all of these and see what scholarship you feel that you're more eligible for. And like I said, you can apply for more than one scholarship. So you're not restricted to applying for just any, okay? Now, let's talk about my One Young World experience. So in 2022, I applied to be a One Young World scholar, and I applied under the Johnson and Johnson scholarship. How did I get to know about it? I have a mentor who is a One Young World ambassador, and he advised me to try applying. Okay, I just tried. I wasn't even thinking I would get it, to be honest, because I checked the website and it felt like people who had gotten the scholarship are people who have done a lot of interesting things. I wasn't sure if what I was doing was interesting enough to get that recognition, but he advised me to try. So trust me, I applied reluctantly because I just didn't want to feel like a bad mentee. I just applied so that I just tell him that I've applied. But when I did apply, I put in my best. So one thing about me, if I'm applying for something, even if I do it at the dying minute, I try to put in all my best. So even if I don't get it, I don't feel bad that I didn't put in my best. I know that I tried and I didn't just get it. So I put in all my best to apply for this, and then I was called. Okay, so during the time when I applied for this scholarship, I was working as a COVID response in a COVID response team, and my own application was all about health equity and vaccine equity and all of that as at that time. Okay, I got in. I was invited for a mini interview, and that was all. And I got the scholarship. So I got the scholarship from the Johnson and Johnson organization, which is a pharma company, a very big pharma company. Okay. Now, my experience. First off, let me just put a disclaimer here, guys. I did not attend the summit in person for two reasons. First off, I at that point I just got a job to move to the UK, and it was just clashing with the whole of with the timing, and yes, I couldn't attend it in person. Secondly, Johnson and Johnson was actually giving a virtual scholarship. So yes, I could attend the summit, except that I wasn't there in person. But that didn't stop me from getting all of the benefits. So I got all of the benefits I needed to get from the scholarship. Okay? Now, the Johnson and Johnson scholarship is a very interesting one. I don't think there was an opening last year. I really hope there is this year because you will get a lot. Now, for me, when I got the scholarship, I was introduced to a coach. My coach, Maren, is a senior director and the head of market access global public health in Johnson and Johnson. But we had this connection. Now that was where my networking started. I was also introduced to six other Johnson and Johnson staff members. In fact, seven, because I had an extra guide, an extra coach who was a previous ambassador. So I had seven other Johnson and Johnson staff members who I worked with together to create a project. So for Johnson and Johnson, part of the pre-summit event is for scholars to be involved in lots of learnings. In fact, I they had to pay for subscription for our LinkedIn learnings, and I'm still benefiting that up to now. They also organized a lot of learning activities for us to learn different things from project management to communication and all of that. We had different networking sessions with other scholars, previous scholars, with Johnson and Johnson staffs. In fact, we were able to participate in a lot of J and J. J and J is Johnson and Johnson, so we're able to participate in a lot of J and J activities. So it just felt at that period, it felt like as though we were staff or we're a staff of J and J really. And then we did the project post summit as an ambassador. There are a lot of things that I benefit from really. So we get monthly emails from One Young World. It feels like we're still a part of the team. We get emails. We help to choose the plenary challenges. We get opportunities for other global events if you want to attend, if you are available in the period, if you apply and you get that such emails, and you're still part of this group. Also, if you're in any region of the world, there are coordinating ambassadors for different regions of the world. There's Africa, UK and Ireland, Oceania, Europe, and the rest. So if you are in any part of the world, you can um, connect with other One Young World ambassadors there, because there are working WhatsApp groups and social media handles that you can use to connect to these people. And for me, it was one thing that really helped me when I relocated to the UK. So aside from my friends and my colleagues and some of my classmates that I knew and talked to, I was able to connect with other people that were outside this field, um, of people that I already know. And this were most of them were people that I met during One Young World get together or meet up in the UK. Even in Nigeria, in Africa, the One Young World coordinating ambassador, I think for Africa, is a Nigerian. So there's just this community you build. You can always ask questions. Whenever they have events, they put it to the group. If they need volunteers or if they need someone they want to collaborate with, they ask their One Young World fellow ambassadors, and you can get opportunities like that. Okay. So yes, that's my experience. If you think about this, I gained everything and more that they expected for us to gain, really. And I hope to still gain more. Okay, so I hope this has explained to you guys about the One Young World Summit and why you should actually try to apply. There is no harm in applying. You're not paying any fee. You're just applying. You never can tell what you think is my needs might be what this organization or this sponsoring company is looking for. You can just be that lucky person that gets to go for the summit free of charge, that gets to travel the world and meet new people. As simple as that. You can just be one of them. All right. So I hope I've answered the questions. If you have more questions, please go on the One Young Gold website and read through it. Their email address, their email address is on the website. You can send them a message. And if you think you want to ask me more questions, you can ask on the comment section, or you can send me an email here or a DM on Instagram. I think I answer more or reply more on Instagram. All right. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to share more content or more opportunities as they arise. For those who have watched some of our videos before, I'm saying our because this YouTube channel is coordinated myself and my husband. So we just share things about our lives, about opportunities we've come across, especially the ones that we have personally experienced, and any other thing that we just want to share to make life better for people and for us as well. So thank you for watching. Please like if you found this very useful and share to people who might benefit from this or who might share to someone who can benefit from it. And you subscribe. We'll try as much as possible to post as often as we can. Thank you so much for watching, and Before I end this video, I'm going to put a clip of what the One Young World opening ceremony looks like, what it feels like to be on to have a global stage. So one event or ritual that the One Young World opening ceremony has is for one person per country to fly the flag of their country. And almost every time, all the countries are represented, or even if not all, more than 80% of the countries are represented. And you can imagine nostalgia when you see your flag flying, take someone taking it on the stage. So I'll keep a clip of how the global stage of the One Young God opening ceremony looks like. I maybe it will ginger you to want to be in that kind of environment. Really, it will ginger you. All right, thank you so much, and bye. See you in the next one.
Latvia, Lebanon, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Madagascar, Malawi, Malaysia, Maldives, Mali, Malta, Marshall Islands, Mauritania, Mauritius, Mexico, Micronesia, Moldova, Monaco, Mongolia, Montenegro, Morocco, Mozambique, Myanmar, Namibia, Nauru, Nepal, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Niger, Nigeria, North Macedonia, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Palau, Palestinian territories, Panama, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay,